Hey guys, today in the kitchen we're going to make a basic sauce that everybody should know. It's aioli, or better known as mayonnaise. So stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, give me that thumbs up and ring that bell, okay? And we'll see you back soon. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to make a simple basic that we use for tons of recipes. You've seen it as aioli, but we all know it as mayonnaise, right? It's probably one of the most popular condiments in the American palate. And because it's so perfect, it's creamy, it's got acidity, saltiness, right? It's in a great balance for anything that you're making, whether it's sandwiches or even as a condiment with a piece of meat. It can be fantastic. Today what I want to show you is how to make it at home, like from scratch. Like when you buy mayonnaise, you're buying all of that stuff powdered. You're buying powdered egg product and powdered milk, and the oils that they use in there are not top notch. So you can determine how great your aioli is by what you make in it, right? If you're going to use organic olive oil and GMO-free grapeseed oil, and you're going to use beautiful farm eggs and great herbs and nice mustard, well then you know what went in there, and so it's a little bit more comfortable to eat that knowing that you have all these fresh ingredients. So let's get to it. It's really simple. I'm going to show you a way that I do this in my NutriBullet at home. You can do this in a blender too and drizzle the oil in, but with the NutriBullet it makes it super simple. You just crack an egg, right? We're going to put one egg in here. We're going to do a small batch, okay? And I'm going to take, I've got a little bunch of celery here. See what the stem's already on there. It's starting to wilt a little bit. Excuse me, cilantro. And then we have another bunch. So I'm going to do 2 bunches of cilantro. You know what? I'm going to make it super herbal. I'm going to put 3, okay? So I've got 3 bunches of cilantro, all right? And then I'm going to put my mustard. So we've got, this is Dijon mustard. I'm going to take 1 tablespoon. So 1 tablespoon Dijon mustard. Dijon mustard is kind of like a great emulsifier. So that's what's going to help you to emulsify this mixture of oils and egg, okay? Now, you could put, with cilantro, I would put lime in this usually. I actually didn't have any lime in the house right now, so I'm going to make it without lime. I'm just going to make it with vinegar. So usually I would do a mix of 1 tablespoon, or actually 2 tablespoons of vinegar, and I would do 1 whole lime, which is about another 2 tablespoons of juice. So I'm just going to add 2 more tablespoons of vinegar, okay, and that'll be it. So now, if you, like I said, you could put any citrus in that too. If you wanted to put lemon instead, you do lemon. So it's about 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and 2 tablespoons of some type of citrus, whether it's lime or lemon, or if you don't have it, just put all vinegar. I like the balance of having vinegar and having like an acidity from a fruit like that. So they're 2 different types of acid. So with this, what we're going to do is add a little salt. So I put a teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to put some cracked black pepper, like that. Now, we always blend it first. So we want our vinegar to kind of cook with our egg in there. So I'm going to start with that now. Okay, now you can see the cilantro has been really pureed in there. It's kind of gone from being speckly to more of a consistent green, which means it's really blended in there nice. Now what I'm going to do is the vinegar and the egg are kind of been combined enough to kind of almost like cook the egg a little bit. You can buy pasteurized eggs if you want to, if you're worried about that kind of thing. I'm not ever really worried about it. You know, I grew up in the era of watching Rocky Balboa have just the egg milkshakes, so you know, I'm fine with it. So with this, I'm going to take 1/2 cup of grapeseed oil. I like grapeseed oil because grapeseed is a super clean oil. It's GMO free. I get the GMO free stuff, and when you look at the oil, it has like this beautiful green hue to it, and it's really nice. So the reason that we don't put, so I did 1/2 cup of that, and I'm going to do 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Now the reason I don't do all extra virgin olive oils Extra virgin olive oil has like a strength to it, a pepperiness, an acidity to it that's super high. And it's great for flavor because when you're using small amounts of it, it really packs a punch. But when you're just mixing something like this, a dressing, it can be overwhelming. It'll be too much. So now I put this on and blend I go. Let me see here. Now, you can change the texture of this depending on, like when we make this in restaurant, you can see how it's getting emulsified, but it's still a little loose. We would use that like a sauce. Let me show you what that consistency looks like. You see how that's like almost like a sauce-like consistency? So we would use that. I'm gonna try it. It has a really nice flavor of the herbs, of the acidity. I know it needs a little bit more salt, so I'm gonna put more salt, okay? And it's gonna need more oil for me because I wanna make this more spreadable, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add another 1/4 cup of grapeseed oil, okay? And then I'm gonna try that and see how it goes. And again, this is really easy to adjust for you. Okay, here we go. Now, you can see now, see how it's thickened up? It's still a little bit kind of pourable, and I like it like that because when I put it in the refrigerator, this is going to thicken up a lot. The oils are going to thicken up the mixture to make it a little bit more like a true mayonnaise. If you want it thicker than that, you can add more oil in. It'll hold more oil, but I like to leave it just like this. So you can see my consistency is perfect. So with this, we just want to make sure we taste it again, okay? Right? And really, it needs nothing. It's perfect. What you're doing with these aiolis, super simple for you at home. You're taking a blend of egg, the mustard. So the mustard's going to give you this kind of neat horseradish style flavor, right? That mustard has. The egg and the oil are just the emulsifiers. So those are the two things that are going to bind to give you this creamy consistency. And then you're going to add in whatever flavors you want. So this can be taken in a million different directions. You could do this with garlic in it, with garlic oil and basil. You could do it, I do it with chilies in there. So sometimes I'll take red charred chilies and put some red charred chilies in there with the vinegar, sometimes lemon juice in there as well, and then the oils. You could do it with smoked paprika in there. It's endless where you can go with these aiolis. And that's why it's important for you to know this sauce. This is a key sauce that you can make a million different ways, and we'll be doing that in the kitchen. So definitely subscribe to me, okay? Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and ring that bell, and I'll let you guys know when we're doing more stuff with aioli. So look forward to seeing you back soon. I'm Chef D Max.